Alright you guys, this is a video for Saab. I'm going to show you guys how I received my code from my key. So you guys are probably wondering what the hell is a key code. Okay, so the key code, every car has a key code for their key. And the key code is the cut, the depth of the cut. So if you guys lost your key, you're going to take your uncut key to a locksmith and you're going to give him the 10-digit code so he can cut your key. Okay, so that he can charge you less. So you give him your 10-digit code that you got from your pins, and he's able to put in the code. Okay. Now again, the code is the depth of the cut of the key, as you guys can see. The smaller the number, the lower the depth of the cut. The higher the number, the higher the depth of the cut. You're gonna get your 10-digit key code from your pins. Okay. On each of these pins, there's a number written on it. Okay. All right. So make sure you guys have a piece of paper and pen, and you guys start writing the code down. Okay. So I went ahead and I took my cylinder lock from my trunk. Okay. And now the numbers that it gave me was 8 numbers from the bowl to the tip. Okay. And it was just missing the last 2 numbers. So the place where I got the last 2 numbers in the front was the glove compartment. So the trunk is going to give you the first 8 numbers. And then the glove box is going to give you the last 5 numbers, okay? You guys lose yourself with the numbers. You guys can always match the pins, okay, to the existing numbers already. And you guys can get back on track on just the 2 last numbers that we need from the glove box. Okay, so we only need the last 2 numbers from the glove box. We don't need all 5 of the numbers. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys that the trunk lock cylinder gave me a way more harder time than the glove compartment lock cylinder. All right you guys, so as you guys can see, we have our trunk lock cylinder. So the way you take it off is you move this panel to the side. There's a clip right here. You take that clip off. You take these 2 screws off. Okay. And then this clip, you remove this clip. Okay. And then you remove this right here. Okay. You clip the white part first to the left, and you pull it out. Okay. And then your lock switch cylinder comes out. Okay. So we have our lock cylinder. You're gonna take your cap off. You're gonna take your spring off. Okay. As you guys can see, there's a lock pin in there. You guys are gonna have to find a way to take it out. As you guys can see, I cut a little bit off of my Dremel, enough so I can stick my hook in there and hook it out. Okay. So the hook would go in, you know, something like this, and I hooked it up and just hooked it out. Okay. After you take your pin out, this piece comes off. Okay. So this pin, you're gonna take it out. You can use a magnet to take this pin out. Don't lose it like I did. All right. Now the way that I made this lock cylinder turn without a key was that I got one of these shims. There's enough space. You guys can see the pins right here. Okay. So I put a shim in here on the left hand side. All right, and one on the right hand side. And then I got one of my pick tools. Okay, and then I stuck it behind the shim to help push down all the pins. As you guys can see, okay, the shim's gonna go behind the pins. Okay, and you're gonna stick one tool, okay, your tool in through here. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have my tool inside. Both of my tools are stuck inside with my shims. I'm gonna kind of hold them open together, you know, and then I'm gonna turn my lock. Okay, and that's gonna help me turn my lock. Make sure you stick your shims and your pins out before you start turning it, or else they're gonna get stuck in there. You're gonna mess them up. As you pull out the lock cylinder, make sure that you're holding down the pins with both of your fingers and pulling it out and holding the pins down, or else they're gonna fly out and you're gonna lose track of the order of the numbers. Okay, don't worry about the letter, just know what number it is. Okay, as you guys take these pins out with your pliers, make sure to be careful with the spring right underneath. There's a spring inside there, inside the lock cylinder. This spring, what it does is it pushes a pin up and down like this, just where it's at, right underneath it like that. Okay, so just be careful that these things don't fly everywhere and you don't lose them. Or if you don't put the spring back in the lock cylinder straight in, just the way it is underneath it, you're gonna bend the spring and mess it up, and this pin is not gonna function the way it should. All right, as you guys can see, we removed the lock cylinder from the housing. Now we're gonna read our pins. Okay, so when you read the pins and you get the number, okay, you always start from left to right, so make sure that your key is on the left hand side. And when you're taking out your pins to look at the number, make sure you start from the left hand side to the right. Okay, and you're gonna start from the bottom up, crisscross. That's the pattern that you're gonna count the numbers. Okay, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, crisscross. That's the way you're gonna get the code. Okay, so up, so down, up, down, up. That's the way the pins are. Okay, and that's the only way you can get them out, is pull this one down, pull this one up, pull this one down, pull this one up, and that's the sequence that you're gonna get the key code. Okay, starting from the left hand side to the right, from the bolt to the blade. Okay, so from the bolt to the blade is where we're gonna get our key code. Okay, so make sure that everything's on your left hand side, your keys on your left hand side. Okay, because that's the way the code is gonna come out. And on each of these pins, we're gonna find a number. We're gonna take them out and look at them. Make sure you don't lose track of your pins. Put them, get them out like this. Put them one by one from your left to your right. Okay, the way you take them out is the order that they should be placed down. Okay, so that we get our number right and we can make our key. All right, so you guys that were paying attention, remember that I only told you that the trunk is going to give you the first 8 numbers of the key code, and you're going to have to get the last 2 from the glove compartment. Three screws. Take this off. You pry this off, okay, and then your cylinder comes out, and you have your last 2 numbers to make your key. Okay, you guys, this is the lock cylinder for the glove box. Okay, now the only numbers that we're getting from here are gonna be from the tip. Okay, the first 2. So your last number is gonna be on the last pin. As you guys can see, they go in order. Okay, you gotta read them like this. You read this one, and then you read this one, and then you like crisscross pattern. That's how the numbers go. Okay, so it's gonna be like 7. It's gonna be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be the order that you read them in. Okay, so after you guys got your last 2 numbers for your key code that you guys needed to complete your 10-digit key code, you guys are now ready to take it to the locksmith so that he can cut your blank key for your Saab. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Share this video. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment area. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. See you guys till next time.